Hello, Gemini, and welcome to TenPaths Tarot. Today, Spirit has a very cryptic message for us, and so let's dive right into it. We started out with an oracle card, and this oracle card is about the cycles. Yes, we have one big life cycle that we all know about, but within that life, there are additional cycles. Every event we go through, every endeavor we attempt is another cycle. The seasons change, the seasons around us change, the environment changes, and we have to adapt to all of these cycles. Hopefully, each cycle will lead to a period of growth. And the first card that jumped from the Chrysalis deck is the Magician. Also the ravens on this card. Now ravens are very clever and they feel like they can make anything happen. They can make anything happen. That's just a raven's attitude. They can figure it out and they can do it. They never say they can't. And look at the tree in this and the spiraling arms on it, the spiraling branches. Those are all cycles this tree has been through, and it has an eye of wisdom. It looks very wise. But even with all our wisdom, we can have the tower moment with Kali. I don't know if it's Kali or Kali. However I pronounce it, please forgive me if it's incorrect. But her story is very interesting. This goddess was the height of compassion. That is how she saw herself. That is how everybody saw herself. The height of love and compassion. But then one day, some demons moved in. And she found herself in a really unnerving cycle. It was her job to save the world by destroying these demons. No problem for a goddess, right? Except every time she killed one, every drop of blood would make a new demon, and she was fighting a vast army. Eventually she won, but she changed through that tower moment, through that sudden change that was caused by a cycle in her life. And then the next card is the Emperor. This person feels they're very in control, but in this card, maybe they've gone through a cycle and they're stepping back to let things evolve on their own. And look at the new growth. Everything is thriving around him, even though he has stepped back a bit. He is in a period of appreciation of the things around him. He wants to be a part of them without controlling them. And maybe that is part of this. Remember, we cannot control all of those changes, all of those tower moments, which at the moment may seem horrible, and sometimes they are, and other times they will be passing, but at the time they seem very important, and they're very upsetting. We need to be more like the King of Stones here. He lets the world pass by. He still feels in control, but he will sing about the changes he's gone through, and he realizes that they were all stages for him to reach this level of comfort with himself, with the world, and possibly physical comfort too. So this is all about the cycles in our life, and the second set of cards reiterated the first. The first one up is the Two of Swords. And she is sitting there thinking, she is incubating in the egg. And the swords represent a decision she has to make. Which way to go? Do we always know the right way? Sometimes we don't. whatever cycle we're in, it's meant to give us information so that we can live a better life going forward, both spiritually and emotionally and physically too. So I guess wouldn't be both, that would be three things, but onward. So the next is the Nine of Wands. Now she looks very confident, like Kali did. She has had to be confident, and she can stand up for herself now. Look at her confidence. She is no longer in this period of indecision. I wonder if this indecision was caused by one of those tower moments that made her reevaluate how she saw the world and herself. And sometimes you have to take a period to take all of those thoughts and let them simply exist on their own as you take them all in. She's peeking at them a little bit through her blindfold, which isn't that good of a blindfold. And she can shake off these ties that are binding her, but maybe she doesn't want to just now. She's thinking about what she's learned from an experience. And through that learning will be further growth. That she can empathize now with other people who have had similar experiences. You know how sometimes when we're young, we feel like nothing can happen to us, and then it does. But when it does, that's when we start empathizing with others. We felt in control of everything, even though our parents often controlled much of what we saw and did. We felt in control. We felt safe, and that we knew what to do. And then we grow up. And now I asked for one more card because I wanted a little more clarification on this message. And I received the Star. The Star indicates the darkness. We will not always know which way to go. Sometimes things look scary. We can't make things out, what we're supposed to do. Spirit is saying, I will guide you. You don't have to always know. And I will guide you with love. See the water pouring out? The water represents love, emotion. And she will grant that to us. And in the end, yet another cycle will close and another will start. And that is the nature of life. If you're trying to keep yourself stuck in one cycle, you're going to be very either bored or really frustrated, because that is not the nature of life. It wants us to keep growing. And sometimes the growth is pleasant, sometimes it's not, but we always learn from it. And it's up to us to evaluate what we've learned and to grow from it. And that is all I have for you today, Gemini. I hope this was of help to someone. I really enjoyed being with you. If you like this video, please subscribe or thumbs up it. Give it a thumbs up. That sounded funny. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.